You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. When it starts to fall. You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. By Loose Ends. Now that song, if you really listen to the words, has a great deal of truth to it. There's no one else to blame. But somehow, when we look at our lives and we look at the experiences that we're having, some years back, a guy named Joe hired people to gang stalk me and follow me to the gyms. I had gone to these different gyms, and no matter which gym I went to, people were there making comments, doing all sorts of things. And it caused me to move around a bit. And I didn't understand why it was that I was having such an experience. How much could you pay people to gang stalk, follow a person, and for them to actually interrupt your plan of action in just trying to exercise and get into shape? And then online, there were comments being made about my body. Actually criticizing my body, the very body that I was trying to stay in shape at the gym with. Sometimes when you decide, you say, you know what, no thank you. I no longer want to be in this relationship with this person. And you walk away. You don't always realize that you're conjuring up hurt feelings that this person might have had in their own childhood of being rejected or what have you. I'm not a psychiatrist, but what I am is a person who will analyze a situation. Sometimes you want to understand why it is that people make the decisions that they make. But at the end of the day, my rights were violated. People can go online and make up stories about you all the time. But when people make up lies about you, they have to be held accountable for those very words that they're using, the very things that they say, especially when you did nothing to these individuals to conjure up this type of behavior. I was trying to stay in shape. I was trying to stay focused on something other than people trying to come into my circumference that I did not invite. We all are going to be held accountable for our actions, especially when we don't make the right choices. And that is one of the main things that I'm trying to present to you today. A lot of men, a lot of women think that they have the right to go into another person's place of business, whether they're working in an environment or whether they're just doing this in a person's personal space, making up, getting a key into going into your residence without permission, paying people to do even that. It's important that we begin to realize that this is the United States of America or whatever country you're in, but you do have rights, and those rights should not be violated by anyone. I don't care how much money they pay or present to another individual, and I don't care how big and bad they think that they are. You know, one of the reasons why we have the presidential election is to vote people in who are going to make the decisions that are going to support the individuals, innocent individuals. So let us keep that in mind, because it is a lovely thing, just you being you. Remember, you have a voice and you have a choice. So lovely being you. Thank you. Please have a wonderful weekend.